Welcome to my channel, guys. Maryam here. In today's video, I'm reviewing PUR's new 100 shades of Love Your Selfie 4-in-1 foundation and concealer. Are these 100 shades of inclusion? Are these 100 shades of trouble? Are these 100 shades of beige? All of these questions I will be answering, and I will be doing a wear test to find out whether these foundations are oily skin friendly, texture friendly, and of course, are they worth your time and your money? And how about that shade range? Let's talk about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing. Subscribe if you aren't already. Hit that notification bell so you can see all of my videos and not just one or two of them. Let's get to it. PUR 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation and concealer review, wear test, and verdict. Boom! So before we get into it, let's talk about all the facts. This foundation comes in 5 color categories: light, medium, tan, dark, and deep. Seeing such inclusivity, seeing so many women of color modeling this foundation is making me a little emotional. You don't see this often, and this feels so good. This feels right. We should not be surprised by it. This should be the standard, to be honest with you. This foundation comes in 3 different undertones. So we have pink for cooler skin tones, we have neutral for neutral ones, and then we also have golden for the warm undertones. So I would be in the medium golden category. If you guys have trouble finding your perfect match, you can even go to @PUR Shade Finder on Instagram, and you can scroll through all the pictures to help determine your perfect match. Now, given the fact that this is also skincare infused, let's talk about some of these ingredients. Some of the key ingredients are an energy complex, which is a combination of ginseng, green tea, and vitamin B that helps boost the skin's natural metabolism and rejuvenates the skin's appearance. We have lingonberry extract, which helps protect skin against abuse caused by high energy visible blue light. Muy importante. We also have polysaccharide film, which provides a protective breathable film on skin to help shield skin from environmental stressors like pollution, also very, very important. And we have other complexes to help smooth the skin and refine the skin texture and tone. You guys know how I feel about foundation and skincare hybrids. I really wasn't a believer until I tried Tarte's Foundsealer. That's pretty much the only foundation that has been working for me, but I am now a believer. I have really high hopes for this. Well, actually, I've tried this foundation before. I've been wearing it for about a month, but I couldn't really talk about it until just now. You'll see. You'll see. Now, these 100 shades are available online at PurCosmetics.com and also at Kohl's. That's incredible. However, Kohl's stores will only have 22 shades in stores. Ulta Beauty online will have 40 shades and 22 shades in stores. If you can't find your shade in store, hopefully you'll be able to find that PUR match online. The cool thing about the product itself is that it is a pump, so it's perfect for makeup artists, and it is also a doe foot applicator. So you could use it as a concealer, or if you just like to apply your foundation straight from the tube, this is amazing. I think that's pretty innovative. I have not seen this before. Just the packaging alone has got me some type of tickled. I am ready to jump into some swatches. Thank you, swatch models! Aren't you guys glad I had 3 different swatch models today? Not just myself, but also Lee and Kenya. Not that we cover all the 5 ranges of this foundation, but at least it can give you guys a chance to see what they look like on an actual skin tone. I am gonna pull out the medium and the tan tray, and I'm gonna test some of these on my face just to determine what is my best match. I have the MG4, which is a medium golden 4 in the full size. I also have the MN3, which is a medium neutral 3, and an MN5. I know for a fact I am not a neutral. Neutrals look way too pink on me, so I am just gonna go for the G for golden because I love me some gold. First thing I'm gonna do is test this top row of golden medium shades right here on my jaw, starting with MG1, MG2, MG3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Also going to pick up a couple of tan shades from the golden undertone. So tan G1, which is actually lighter than the medium golden 7. TG2, TG3, a nice olive color, TG4, TG5, TG6, and TG7. The tan undertones I can definitely wear if I am self-tanning or if I'm actually tan, but I think right now I am definitely somewhere in this medium golden category. Let's just buff these out a bit. Clearly too light. This one might work. MG2. MG3 is looking good too. MG4 is just a little bit too saturated. MG5 I think is a great match for my neck if I actually want to match my neck. Oh man, and the 7 is like a little orangey. So I think an MG3 and an MG5 are probably my closest true matches, with this tan 1 being kind of promising too. So now let's look at these models to help me determine. Here is MG2, here is MG5, and some of the other options. So now that I've narrowed it down to 3, MG2, that I think is definitely close, but just a pinch too light. MG3, which is also looking really good. And an MG5. I think I'm gonna go for the MG5. MG5 is kind of in between my neck and my face color. I think it'll look the most natural if I use an MG5. But given all of these swatches, do you see how specific each one of these shades actually is? That is pretty impressive. So now we've actually come to the fun part. I'm gonna apply this foundation / concealer onto my face, and we are gonna conduct a wear test. I also forgot to mention that PUR came out with this really amazing brush. I put it back in the PR package, but mine is actually very, very dirty because I've been using it. Hero thought it was a fun little play toy, so he chewed on it, and now I don't think I can use it at the current moment. The cool thing is that it has this really nifty silicone center, so you can apply your foundation onto the center, then dot the product onto your face, and then blend it out with these vegan bristles. Today I'm going to be using my PUR Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection number 7 brush because I love it so much, and they are very similar type of consistency. All right, before I forget, I need to apply my primer. Since we are testing and we're testing this foundation, I want to be fair, and I want to apply it the same way that I apply all of my other foundations that I wear test. Smashbox Photo Finish Minimize Pores Primer. I'm going to take my MG5 foundation and concealer in one and kind of just dot it sporadically all over. I don't have a full size in this one, but I do have a sample size, and I firmly and fully agree and appreciate with the fact that PUR sent me sample sizes and not full sizes of foundations that I can't even wear. And I'm gonna start blending out this product. You guys, this foundation applies beautifully. Do you see how flawless and how natural it looks? I would say this is a full coverage foundation that you don't need a lot of. However, given the fact that it's also a concealer in one, you can use it to conceal your imperfections, which is what I'm about to do by adding just a couple of dots here and there to my trouble zones. I also have a beauty blender handy, and I generally like using my beauty blender to blend out my concealer, whether I'm covering up spots or whether I'm lightening and brightening. Damn, that coverage is impressive. Now I think I'm gonna pick up an MG2 and do just a little bit of concealing under my eyes, in between my brows, and just along the nose to pop out the shadows. Blend everything out as I always do. I'm definitely not flawless, but this foundation coverage certainly makes me feel like I'm closer to it. My concealer might be a little too light though. Might need to add a pinch of pink just to balance that out. I used MP4 for that. And the reason why I use a pink under my eyes is because I want to neutralize the purpleness or the darkness of my dark circles. Isn't that so much better? I'm gonna set this face. I will be right back with my final makeup look, and then I'll be back for the final wear test and for my verdict. Okay, foundation is on, it is set, lashes are on. I'm wearing the new Exterior Glam X Tarte 0 to 100 lashes. How perfect are these? Just had to plug them in because I gotta support my girl and I gotta support Tarte, and these are gorgeous. Anywho, here is the final skin finish. I am pretty impressed with how matte and how flawless it looks, because usually mattifying foundations, especially those liquid to powder type of formulas, tend to enhance skin texture and imperfections. In this case, it's actually making my skin look better. Remember all the breakouts I had right here on my forehead? Yeah, where are they now? The real question is, how does this foundation wear? Does it stand an 8-hour wear test? Let's see. I'm off to iPic to see the Avengers, but I will be back for the final wear test and for the final verdict. Cue in some warping time music here, please. Okay, back at home, back in my filming room, ready to deliver this verdict. I've been wearing this PUR 4-in-1 foundation and concealer in one for about 7 hours, 3 of which were spent watching The Avengers, which was a movie that I absolutely enjoyed. More on that later. But for now, let's talk about this foundation and let's zoom in so we can observe the skin. I actually think this foundation is pretty oily, skin friendly, given the fact that it's not really looking like a grease pan whatsoever. It's still giving me an overall matte feeling. And although it's not perfect because my skin's not perfect, I would say this is about as best as a foundation can look on my skin and on my skin texture after 7 hours of wear. This PUR foundation is actually one of my recent favorites. I've been wearing it for a while. I think it even works great as a concealer. As you can see, it hasn't even broken up under my eye. There's no lines. There's really no creasing. This really passed the wear test with flying colors. As far as price, I think for $36, this is absolutely worth the money. It's actually one of the more affordable foundations that you could find at Ulta, also at Kohl's. And don't even get me started on the 100 shades. There is no such thing as too much inclusion. But the fact that PUR did it first, the fact that they broke history is something to be celebrated. I want to see every single foundation have a shade range with models that look like this, that look like this, and that look like this. Inclusion is everything. I stand by that, and honestly, I salute PUR for doing this. I'm really proud of them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Have you tried out this foundation? Let me know if you're able to find your shade, and if you are unsure about what shade you are, please message me. Please DM me on Instagram. You know I like to interact with you guys, and I will be more than happy to help you out. So that said, I am gonna head to bed because I am very tired. Check out some of my other videos while you're at it. I love you guys. I will see you in my next one. Mwah. Peace out.